Good morning and welcome to the MRTA Friday edition of our educational webinar series. My name is John Green with Association Member Benefits Advisors. And while some of you are logging on here at 10:30, we appreciate you joining us along with your president, Nancy Craig. We'll hear from her in just a moment. Want to do a few housekeeping details as you're logging on here. If you haven't joined us before, and even if you have, just a quick reminder, all participants are in a listen only mode. And what that means is that unlike the regular Brady Bunch Zoom, you won't be able to see yourself, but if you do have a question or have a comment, feel free to drop it into chat, and periodically we'll stop along the way and do some things that, answer your questions, things like that, maybe go out and show you a few things. This is going to be a fun webinar. I want you to grab a pen and paper today because we're going to give you some notes, some things, some passcodes, some activation codes. Maybe you want to write down a few things that you want to check out later. But if you have questions, you notice you'll have that QR code there in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. If you want to take your smartphone and open up your camera feature and simply hover over that QR code, a little form will pop up. You can hit your finger on that, ask any questions about some of the things that AMBA and MRTA do together, and you can be able to get those answered for you as well. I'll give you my email address at the end, but we're going to have a pretty interactive session today. So this is something I want you to, like I said, grab your pen and paper here. We're going to jump right on into this. We're going to show you a few things. We're going to talk about different ways that you can save a lot of money. But before we do that, I want to bring on your president, Nancy Craig, today. We were talking about travel. If you joined us in the pre-show, for lack of a better term, we were talking about travel. So Nancy, I know you've been hitting the road quite a bit, and so has the MRTA staff. Tell us what's going on in Missouri.
Yes, if you look at my picture, that's my MRTA road trip, and I have two more regions to do in June, and I have a couple of units. So, and plus a golf tournament, I'm going to show up there. I don't golf. I followed a husband around one time and he nearly threw me out of the golf cart. So anyway, I don't golf, and but I will be there. That sounds really exciting. Maria and Paige and Morgan, that's the people in the picture, have been trying to get sponsors for it. So if any of you guys who are on here want to sponsor something with a golf tournament, I don't know anything about them, but you can contact the office, and they're looking for players and they're looking for sponsors. So Hartsburg, I think, is just right outside of Columbia, Missouri. It's not a very big town, but apparently this Eagle Knoll golf course is really one of the best. I don't know. But I do have t-shirts. On the back of that t-shirt shows you every place I've been. It's the regions are on the back. So it's just it's a fun way to do this. And we've had people wear them, and people come up to them and ask, what's MRTA and what's the road trip and what's going on. So that's the purpose of those t-shirts, and they're very soft and very wearable and very easy to take care of too. So
they remind me of the concert t-shirts with all the tour dates on there. So
exactly, yes. So I have been really busy, and I'm winding it down, sort of.
Well, I appreciate you being out on the road. It's nice to be able to get it back out and see people face to face. I went and looked at the golf course online yesterday. It looks very impressive. AMBA will have a couple of teams out there as well joining you. So we look forward to being with y'all out there. And so sign up, get on the website. There's not only is there a sign up form, sponsorship forms, as Nancy mentioned, as well out there. So Nancy, anything else you want to share with the group before we move on?
Well, no, I'm anxious to hear what you're saying about all these discounts. I've heard this before, and I want to tell you, John, they're very impressive. So we'll see. And I know, are you going to tell them where you are and what you did?
Exactly. Like I said, it's like you see my Hawaiian shirt on today. I'm not in Hawaii. I'm down in Florida, down with the Florida Retired Educators Group. This week they had their annual convention down in Orlando. And my wife is a second grade teacher, and she just wrapped up, or she's wrapping up school here in about an hour. And she'll be hopping on a plane and flying down to meet me for the Memorial Day weekend. But I live a little bit north of Houston. And like I said, my wife is a second grade elementary school teacher. I've spent the better part of my career working with active educators and helping them understand what their retirement years are going to look like. So I appreciate the opportunity to be with you today in Missouri. I have 3 children. One's in college. My daughter, who is a senior studying to be an education music director in high school once she gets out of school. I've got an older son that is in the insurance industry, and my middle son that's there in the Mizzou picture is a grad from Missouri. Went to grad school there, got his master's in accounting, and he and his wife are in Houston working. She's a biology teacher. So like I said, education runs through my family. So I really appreciate the opportunity to share with you. I'm in vacation mode because it's Memorial Day weekend. We appreciate those of you whose families did pay the ultimate sacrifice for our freedoms. So thank you very much if that has impacted you and your family there. So just a real quick reminder, because the legislative season is wrapped up and Maria apologizes for not being on today. She did have to attend a funeral, and she'll be back with us here in June to talk about the legislative wrap up. MRTA, I'm extremely impressed with your association. I work with associations all across the country, and the amount of effort that you put into to protect your pension, cost of living increases, those type of things is phenomenal compared to some other associations. So keep that up. That's what MRTA does most, first and foremost, most importantly. And then as Nancy mentioned, keeping you connected through the road trip. We're getting back together, meeting again, that type of thing as well. And then bringing in AMBA to provide these discounts, these benefits that maybe you lost when you left the schoolhouse, to fill some of those gaps in there. We're going to talk about some of those fun stuff today. But just real quickly, some of the advantages of having MRTA and AMBA together, as I mentioned, to fill those gaps that were not covered by your district benefits. They're portable if you leave the state for whatever reason, meaning they're not tied to any network. But some of the biggest advantages, and this can really help you from your perspective when we talk about today, you can extend your benefits to your parents if they're still living, or extend them to family members who aren't eligible for your benefits that you receive through the school or anywhere else. Maybe they've aged out of it, something of that nature. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the fun stuff today. It's travel season, the unofficial kickoff to summer. I know even as a retired educator, you may be knowing that once Memorial Day comes, summer's here kind of thing. We're going to talk about the discounts today to make your pension go even further. It's travel savings all across the great state of Missouri, United States, and the world. It's a way to impress your family and kids. If you like to eat or shop, again, it's just with costs going up, here's a way to save some money. And so our goal today is to introduce you to the MyAMBA discounts program. Even if you already know about it, we're going to show you some new discounts. Those of you who are not on this, we're going to give you a live tutorial how to sign up, passcodes, things like that. We're going to talk about a very specific MRTA discount that's better than you can find anywhere out there. And then at the end, we've never done this before, but I want to start doing this, especially more in Missouri, because you've got a lot of small communities represented. We're going to show you how you can suggest a new business to be on this discount platform and can save them or save you money and bring business to those local businesses. That's my big thing, to make sure. I grew up in a household where my father was a businessman, had a business himself. And so I understand local businesses are the backbone of the community. I want to show you how you can suggest getting them more business and getting you a discount on top of that. So we're talking about the MyAMBA discount program. It's powered by Passport, which is a company based out of Silicon Valley, out on the West Coast. They were formed by several members of the Apple community that said, we need to find a way for our employees to get benefits. And this is a free benefit for MRTA members. So this is a way to make your MRTA membership stretch even further. It's everything from dining, shopping, household services, to buying a new car, tons of travel discounts. We're going to talk about that today and show you some live tutorial things as well. So we're going to jump in and talk about, first of all, how to sign up. So write this down. When you go out you can use it, access it through the desktop, through your laptop, through a computer, or you can access it through your iPad, your phone, mobile phone. We're going to show you the app here in just a moment. But you go to myambadiscounts.com, myambadiscounts.com, click register here for a first-time user. I'm going to show you that website here in just a moment. You're going to put your email address in, then it's going to ask for an activation code. This activation code is AMBA Savers, AMBA Savers. Once you do that, it's going to ask for a little profile. The profile is simply just to help customize your experience. It doesn't preclude you from any discounts, but maybe if you've got pets or you like to travel internationally, it will maybe bubble up some of those discounts based on your profile and make them more visible to you as well in that regards. Okay, so that's the way you get on from the website, myambadiscounts.com, AMBA Savers. Now we are recording this website or this webinar. We're going to put this out on the MRTA website so you can go back and refer to it if you need to in the future. It has a neat mobile app feature. And as Nancy mentioned, and I mentioned, I'm in Florida, so I'm traveling quite a bit now for work. I use this Passport mobile app, whether you're a Google Play Store on an Android device or an Apple device, you can download the app. It looks like this on the right-hand side. It's Passport Mobile. It's a little orangish skyline that's out there. Once you download that, and I'm going to show you the steps here in a moment and make this available to you afterwards, other sign-in options is what you're going to use and sign in with an activation code. The activation code is AMBA Savers. Okay, again, AMBA Savers, AMBA Savers. That's how you use that. So let me show you how this works. When you download the application, you're going to come to this first screen right here, and it's already going to have pre-filled in your passport card number. You don't have to worry about anything about that at all. It's pre-filled. You're going to put your email address in there at that point, and then you're going to hit other sign-in options. Once you hit other sign-in options, it's going to come over here and give you 3 different options. You're going to want that middle one, sign in with an activation code. Once you sign in with the activation code, you put AMBA Savers in there. Now, it's not case sensitive, so you don't have to worry about whether it's uppercase or lowercase. I think it pre-fills it in as uppercase. AMBA Savers, sign in, and then you come to your profile screen. You fill out your profile screen, and you're good to go. The neat thing about the mobile app feature is it knows where you are. So whenever I landed into Florida, if I wanted to find a restaurant, it would automatically pull up that I'm in Orlando and show me restaurants within a certain mileage range along a route. I know Nancy and her son have traveled using a rent car through this program. It'll follow that route, that kind of thing as well. So here's what you use when you're using your Passport mobile app. Just want to show you a couple of features. Most people would use it for dining because it's something immediate, or hotels. Say I'm in Dallas, it'll pull up Dallas and it will say within 25 miles, here's all my restaurants that are available. And say I like the Magic Time Machine. So I pull it up and it'll show me that it's a 60% off gift certificates. So I would hit the website button there where it says website, and it takes me out to that mobile offering. And that mobile offering out there is what is out there for you that you have, and you can purchase that gift certificate, add to the cart if necessary, and go forth that way. So just one moment, and let me mute myself. I've got somebody at the door here. Just a second. I apologize. I apologize for that. When you're staying in a hotel, sometimes they need to inspect the room. But so then you would add the gift certificate, and you can see here in this particular situation, you can buy a $25 gift certificate for $6. So that's the way you can use your mobile app. You'll also run across some other options. You may find that you will see that there is a use card feature out here on your mobile app. Now, you don't get a membership card or any discount card with this. It's all on your phone, so that you can use it that way. So whenever you see a business that has a used card feature, all you have to do is with your finger, press that used card feature, and your card will pop up on your screen, and it will show you what your discount is. And so you can just roll right on through, show them the card, they'll knock off 20% off of whatever the discount is. Sometimes it's a BOGO feature, something of that nature. It will also tell you when you're on here, when you use card, it will say this is for this location only, or for all locations in Columbia, something like that. There's not too many of these in Missouri, but there may be a few around. So if you see that option there, that's what happens when your card shows up that way. Okay. The other thing we get questions about, say you're in Kansas City and you're going to look for a restaurant, and you see this little lock feature here on the side, this lock feature over here. That is an old offer that's no longer available. And what that means is that is an offer in the past that used to be there, but if you want to upgrade, meaning that you want to use that offer again, there is a cost feature. Now, I'm not advocating for this. I'm not telling you it's a great deal. I don't know. But if I went to the Majestic restaurant and I was constantly, it was a restaurant that I like to go to quite a bit, and it gave me a BOGO offer that if my wife and I went out to eat, one would be free. If I purchased another, $7 may be worth it for that. So you have the option to do it that way. The only reason I show it this way, I've noticed there's been a few restaurants in Kansas City that have this out there. So just to give you a heads up in what's regards of the way to use the dining feature on your mobile app out there. So I'm going to show you some more things in a moment, but I want to show you and jump in and just start talking about some of the more popular discounts. And I want to show you this for two reasons. This is probably the most popular user-friendly discount out here for Costco or for Sam's Club memberships. These are for new memberships. I have not seen one for a renewal offer. We bought my son and his wife a new membership as part of their Christmas present last year, but they change these offers all the time. And this is the reason I say this. When you go on the website and you look them up, you're going to see the offer. And for this particular one is $24.88 for a new membership to Sam's. Sometimes they'll give you a free gift, like an extra $10 gift card. Costco, I know that in the past has given baskets full of food, just different things. This changes quite a bit, the same way that the Passport website changes frequently as well. Well, I went in and looked here recently, and there's a new discount at Sam's with 5 days left. You can get it 55% off the membership. So it's an additional $10 off the other offer. So for $15, if you get a $10 gift card, you can get a new Sam's membership. So again, check the website frequently because there's always discounts and changes that go around here. All right, let's talk about travel and vacations. We are in travel season. Your discount program offers you discounts not only across Missouri, all across the United States, all across the world. It's not just hotels and resorts and cruises. It's tickets to theme parks, tickets to museums, things like that as well. So, as we go through here, why don't we do this real quickly? Let's take a poll real quick before we jump in here. Let's go back and take a poll real quick. And I'm going to launch this poll and you tell me, what are you doing this summer? So go ahead and answer this question out here. You can answer multiples if you want to. Are you traveling but just staying in the state? Are you going somewhere across the country? Are you going out of the country, going out of the states, or if you're just hanging at home? We'll look at some dining and some shopping discounts as well. So go ahead and fill this in. We'll take a few more questions out there, a few more seconds to do that. I mean, this time of year, my wife, usually around spring break, she's like, all right, get the map out. We're going somewhere in the summer. And she's got 1 week before she has to go back and teach summer school. So that's why she's coming down here to Florida. And I did save a significant amount of money on this vacation. So makes it nice. All right, we're going to just wrap this baby up here. I'm going to share the results out here. So we've got a pretty good spread across the board. A lot of you are traveling inside the state, but some of you are going out of the state. We got some folks that are going overseas and out of the country. So pretty neat. And then, like I said, just hanging at home, which is great. So like I said, there's a lot of opportunity out there. This is a great resource for you. If you're staying in town or in the state and going down to Branson, going down to Lake of the Ozarks, there are Tickets at Work is probably the best place that you're going to find all of your discounted admissions to different attractions in Branson. I'm not going to mention Silver Dollar City through Tickets at Work because you've got a better discount through MRTA. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. So Tickets at Work is probably your, all those concerts or those show venues all up and down Branson that way. You can also get tremendous hotel savings, whether it be a timeshare type resort, a very nice resort, or even just a budget type location as well. I'll show you in a moment where to find those when we do the live portion of the webinar and go on the website, but there's a lot of stuff at Branson and Lake of the Ozarks. If you are going to Silver Dollar City, the best place to get them is your discounts through MRTA. MRTA's got a special negotiated code. You go out to the website and you go under the benefits section. They're right in the middle of the homepage, and scroll down to discounts, but you scroll down to Silver Dollar City discounts. And here's what's going to happen out here. When you do that, you're going to find the discount promo code 24859. So write that down, but you'll see that whenever you go out to the Silver Dollar City website out there. And you will make sure that you use that code, and it's up to 15% off tickets, not only on the theme park, but on the their water paddle boat and their dinner cruises. You package them up quite a bit, you get even more savings. I've not found any better discount than what you already get through MRTA. So if you are a family member going down there for something this summer, use this promo code, use it from the MRTA website. You can click your link through on the website and save a significant amount of money that way if you're staying local in the state. The Great Wolf Lodge commercials are all over TV right now. If you've seen those, there are 19 locations all across the country. This is the one in Kansas City. You can save up to 30% off depending upon the time of the year, around the weekend, non-weekend, stuff like that. It's a great family vacation. If you're looking to do that with the kids or grandkids, consider that. Again, you would find that on the website, and you just click through and make your reservations that way as well. Saves a pretty significant amount of money there. My favorite part of the Passport website that you find out there is the Passport Travel Services, the hotel planner. You can go in and you can plug in your city you want to go to. It will sort it by star rating, 5-star down to 1-star ratings, or sort it by best deals. You can do all different sorts of things. Also, the neat thing about some of these programs is not only is it a discount on the room, sometimes it will be upgrades or free breakfast, things like that. So this is a great way to find the discounts. Just staying one night on the road somewhere can save you a significant amount of money and pay for your MRTA membership. So the hotel planner, and I'll show you how to find that in just a moment. And it's hotels not only in America, but all across the world as well. Tickets at Work is the place where I get sporting event tickets, theme park tickets. So if you're traveling with kids, grandkids down to Florida, the best place to get it is through Tickets at Work. You can get all of your attraction tickets out there. If you're staying in the state and going to a Cardinals game or a Royals game, you can get tickets as low as $6. It's a great way to save and have a great fun time out of the ballpark, that type of thing. So like I said, here's a Tickets at Work is the best place on the Passport website to do that. Now, we had some MRTA members tell us they're going overseas. You can not only find your hotels overseas if you don't have those, but if you're going to museums and attractions, say you're going to Paris and you're going to the Louvre, or you're going to the Eiffel Tower, going to Barcelona somewhere, something like that. My favorite place to go is Tickets, Tiquets. Tiquets, because they have discounts on tours, discounts on museum attractions, and they also have sometimes, I think with the Louvre and some other places like that, you can get into the front of the line passes as well and save you a significant amount of money. If you're taking a New England tour in the fall, we had some members do that last year. Rhodes Scholar is a great place to get out and take some of these tours, some rail tours as well. I was talking to a Florida Retired Educators Association member here just this past Wednesday. She took a tour from Chicago all the way across Montana by rail, and then took a bus tour down into Yellowstone and the Grand Tetons, all through Rhodes Scholar. A great way to do that. Lots of cruises are out there, especially the Alaskan cruises. You can save money. And then if you're going out to Las Vegas, you can also save money that way as well. So there's all across the board. If you're traveling, I'm going to show you where you can find those things, but those are available to you as well. For those of you that are just staying at home, or maybe you're shopping and going to send gifts somewhere, things like that, there are tons of shopping services out there available for you that you can do online. Some local, not as many locally in Missouri. There's quite a bit. If you're going up to Chicago to do some shopping, you can get those as well. I'll show you where you, again, at the end, we'll show you how you can suggest a retailer that if you want to have them participate in this discount program, you can do that as well. One of the ways that you can save your membership is through movie tickets. Top Gun, the sequel's coming out. It's hard to believe Top Gun has been 36 years since the first one came out. We were all a whole lot younger back then when the first one came out. All the new movies are coming out. You can find all the theaters out here. These are just a few samples. It allows you to buy basically a midweek matinee price ticket, use it on the weekends, however you want to. You take a family of 4, you're going to save more than the cost of your MRTA membership just through buying your tickets online this way. pet food savings, discounts on all sorts of electronics, clothes. BCP, Best Choice Products, is kind of like a Dillard's or a Macy's online. So it's a combination of housewares, linens, seasonal things, stuff like that. You can find it out there. You've got your Adidas savings. You've got all kind of clothes. So there's tons of shopping things. I'll show you those as we go through that as well, what those are. If you're a foodie, several different food subscription services are out there for you. They pop up all the time, different wines, steaks, things of that nature, ways to save money and make your dollar stretch a little bit further. Just last month, MRTA members used the hotel planning services, used rent car services. And I know Nancy used this in the past. When I came down here, originally I booked a rent car and it was going to cost me about $600 for the week. A hot deal popped up. I'm going to show you that in just a moment. And through Hertz, I was able to reduce it by about $235. So it's saving me a significant amount of money just by using the Passport program. So I want to escape here and I want to stop sharing this and share with you a new, let's go out to the website, take a look at that. So, all right, the website's going to pop up here in just a moment. And this is what the website looks like. When you sign on for the first time, a little form is going to pop up there. But this is your account where you would, your profile, all that kind of stuff like that. So once you sign in, there's no need at all to sign in again. I'm going to come back and show you how we can recommend some new vendors here in just a moment. But you can put in the city, you can put in the city where you live, you can put in the city where you're going, all that kind of stuff, however you want to shop. And then you've got the ability to go look at dining offers based on the type of restaurant you want, whether you want it to be some type of edible gift that you send to someone, a home delivery service, things like that, meal prep, different type of things out there. You can check a look at all of those that are available to you. Now you're going to find mostly what I find out here are your mom and pop restaurants, not your national chains, but so it gives you an opportunity to see what's out there for you. In the shopping category, you can go in here. We've had members buy new cars and saved money off of buying a new car out here. We've had all your clothing, accessories like we talked about. You can come in and look at home and garden things, household, family, things like that, pet care savings, your sports and entertainment. Again, not only is it tickets to games, things like that. Sometimes it's sporting goods equipment of that way. If you're going to shop for a grandson, something of that nature. Tech and electronics. This time of year with graduations coming up, people are always thinking about that. How do I, maximize that and, take care of a child or a grandchild? You can buy laptops, cameras, things like that. And then I talked about tickets and attractions. Under travel, again, probably your biggest savings. So if you're traveling and you're looking for rent cars, you can come in and look at rental cars here, cruises, hotels, and we'll show you that in just a moment. Air travel. Now, Nancy had asked me earlier in the pre-show, so to speak, about air travel. Air travel is astronomical right now. The only sales and discounts I have seen are through Hawaiian Air if you're going to Hawaii. They've got a 5% off discount program there, but you can click air travel and it basically has an internal travel agency that may do some more comparison shopping, things like that. I haven't personally seen it to be any discounts cheaper than I can go just straight to United or Southwest or something like that. But your mileage may vary, for lack of a better term, out there. Long-term rentals, a really neat place. If you're an Airbnb fan and like to go and take the family and maybe stay at a nice location with a house, there is a new service called Haven, HVN, that you can go out and look at. And it has some tremendous locations and savings as well. On house travel, things of that nature. Again, family vacations, experiential travel. If you like to take tours, that's a great way to go out there taking tours. We talked about tours and attractions, the same thing. If you're going overseas, click tours and attractions, plug in your city, and it will take you right to Barcelona. And you can look at all the things that you can do in Barcelona, things like that. So there's a lot of stuff out there. If you don't want to use the top part, you can scroll down and you can click the same thing here and it will take you out there for discounts. As you scroll further down the website, you'll see your seasonal selections. So people are starting to get outdoors, things like that. You're remodeling your home, things of that nature. It will show you the newest options that are available to you out here. Some of these are clothes. Some of these are meal service, meal prep type of things. My favorite, as I mentioned, are your hot deals. These are limited time offers out here. Again, as I mentioned, it's graduation season, up to 61% off Lenovo products, tablets, laptops, cameras, things like that. You can find Hertz. There's the Hertz deal that I mentioned. Sometimes it will say that there's a certain number of days left to use it, but you can book it through the next month, things like that. So this is, like I said, right here, saved my cost of membership significantly over here. So you can always click on your hot deals or see all hot deals. One of the things I like too is that you can look at the city. So if I plugged in Kansas City, Missouri, this shows me all of the locations that there is a discount locally. It's a restaurant that's out there. Could be over here shopping. This is childcare. Sometimes it's dental work, things like that. Your blue airport or your blue airplane could be your hotel. That's the extended stay America. There's a special 45% discount off for those that are right off the bat. So there's a lot of ways that you can use it from that standpoint. Now, since we talked about travel, let's go ahead and just look at travel basically here. So I would recommend that you go out to hotels and resorts under travel. And then we'll wrap this up here in just a moment. So you go out here under travel, and it takes a minute to, my internet in the hotel is working slow. And this will show you here, you'll see it's filtered out for Kansas City, Missouri within a 300-mile radius. Now I can shorten this radius, but it's going to have a lot of online deals in here. This really, the radius tool for dining and shopping may be your best bet out here. So you see there's the Great Wolf Lodge offers that are out there as well, the extended stay offers. They're in Boonville at the Isle of Capri. You see your discounts there. So as I scroll down here, you've got some more timeshare type locations that are out here. Tickets at Work travel. Again, that's where I showed you the travel that you can go out there. You see your Las Vegas hotels down here, your Days Inn, all of the Wyndham chain, everything from Days Inn up to Wyndham are out there. They're available for you as well. This is the hotel planner, the travel services. So scroll down. Once you find this one, that's the website you want to look at, in my opinion, that has the very best deals. And you can sort by city. You can go wherever you want to, anywhere in the world, time of day. You can look at airfare out there as well. That's where you're going to find those things. So from a travel perspective, that's your Passport Travel Services is the best place to go. Now, if you're thinking about it, before I show you one last thing, if you're thinking about tickets, meaning tickets to theme parks, tickets to the movies, that kind of stuff, you want to go up under more and check tickets. And you scroll down here and it shows you again, all of your movie theater tickets. This is within 25 miles of Kansas City. Now, if you want to get your baseball tickets, like I mentioned, you go to Tickets at Work. Your theme park tickets, go down here, Tickets at Work. If anybody wants to go to a concert, Tickets at Work is the place to go. You see some hot deals down here as well. All of your theme park tickets, all of those things are here. So that is where you would find those at the Tickets to Work site under More and Tickets. Best way to go out there. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you on this before we jump off and wrap up today, if you've got any questions, feel free to drop it into chat. If you're going someplace special, put it into chat and let me do a live demonstration for you in just a moment. But let's say you've got a local restaurant that you really want to get a discount from, but you also want to kind of pump that restaurant up, get some more business for them as well, someplace that you want to see there. You will go up to the account drop-down menu here and put suggest. And when you hit suggest, it's going to show you, this is the way that you can suggest a vendor, a business, to become a part of this Passport Savings Program. So you're going to go down here and say, this type of business is a shopping, dining, or travel. And then you would fill out that information, put that information, who to contact, who the vendor is, their phone number, the owner of the business. If they've got a website, drop it in there, any other discounts. Okay. This is what I encourage you to use out there, because it will be able to give you the opportunity to share with local vendors this opportunity to get discounts and drive traffic their way. Now, it's not really a lot of franchise restaurants, your Chili's, your Applebee's, Olive Garden, Texas Roadhouse, things like that. Usually they can't participate in this because they've got bound by certain franchisee restrictions. But if it's a local business owner, shopkeeper, restaurant, something like that, put them in here. Help out their business, but also help them know that there's things out here. And if you talk to them beforehand, they'll know, because it's a very simple process that Passport will contact them, get their discount, and get them loaded up on the system here. And you can start getting restaurants that you go to locally in there as well. So All right, I'm going to stop sharing the website here, and we're going to wrap this up and let you get out on your way for your Memorial Day weekend. We thank you for joining us here. So like I said, you see all the discounts that way. Our summer calendar in June, we've got a couple of webinars we have coming up here, all about long-term care. Again, Maria is going to join us on that webinar. And then we're going to talk about demystifying Medicare on the 23rd. You still see commercials out there. This is a way just to understand what Medicare is, how it works, whether you're on Medicare or whether you're not yet Medicare eligible. I encourage you to go out and register for those. Look out for the emails that Morgan sends out from MRTA as well out there. We're going back to Thursdays in June, so jump on that there as well. Tell your coworkers, tell your former coworkers, fellow retirees, unit members, things like that about these webinar series. Get them involved, get them to become a member of MRTA, help us grow that membership to well over 30,000. It makes your voice stronger. It makes those cost of living adjustments come more frequently as well, and do that as well. So get them involved as well. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate you being here with us on this Memorial Day weekend kickoff. If you've got any questions, I'll hang around and you can put them in the chat. You can hold up your hand on the reaction bar. I'll stop recording